Hey friends, it's John from Salesaurus, and I recently vended at STCC, otherwise known as St. Tammany Comic Con, and I'm here to let you know how it went and what I thought about it. And spoiler alert, it was great. Had a great time. It's our favorite event to do, and it's the one that I get to always do with my lovely partner Noelle, and we just always enjoy being around the vendors there and the customers, and it's just wonderful. So I hope you'll hang out with me for the next little bit while I show you all the great stuff that we brought to the show, and then do a nice little walk around to see what it looks like. So here we are at one corner of the booth, and Noelle is hiding sheepishly behind one of our magnet boards. These magnets are some of my favorite items that we sell. They're made all out of real trading cards. Speaking of trading cards, you can see a large selection of vintage wax packs, and they're not all wax packs, but they kind of fall under the general name of wax packs. You ever say a word too many times and kind of loses all meaning? Here is a gorgeous vintage collection AT-AT that we brought, as well as a whole bunch of genuine Lego minifigures. We got these display cases with the high-end stuff. I'm curious what y'all think about these smaller display cases, the ones laying flat on the table underneath all of these awesome items up here. Let me know, would you be intimidated into not buying something that you otherwise would have liked if it was in one of these display cases? Here we have some modern action figures. We try to have something for everybody, we got the cards, we got the modern, we got the vintage, we got the Lego. Check out these awesome Star Wars Lego sets, all retired and tough to find. Bad news if you were wanting to get them, because they are all gone at the end of this weekend. Something that's not all gone are all of these Motu figures. I think I may have jumped the gun just a little bit. Just kind of thinking the excitement would be up with the Motu movie coming out soon, but maybe I should have waited until afterwards. And here's a view from inside the booth, spinning around and getting the nice, well, I don't think this would qualify as a panorama view, but you know why that's what I want to call it, right? You can see all these great vendors that we're surrounded by, and they get to be surrounded by us. I'm here with Trey Ball, good friend of mine. You may have seen him before. I got a few questions for you, Trey. What's your favorite item that you have for sale in the booth today?
My favorite item that I have for sale, right here.
You can tell this wasn't prepped.
Rocket Fire Explosion vinyl. Booyah. Where else are you gonna find animatronics covering Billy Joel and the Doors? Nowhere else. Right here. True music. True music.
They did cover?
Oh yeah, they did.
They did it. All right, now this one's really serious. What's the last cartoon you watched?
The last cartoon that I watched, oh my gosh, it was The Simpsons. The Simpsons.
We were
It was
talking
an episode
about that last
with Lurleen Lumpkins.
Okay, so you didn't keep watching it last night after
No,
we parted ways.
it was so intensive an episode. I didn't know what Homer would do. I had to give The Simpsons a break.
That's fair. Okay, that's a good choice though.
Yeah.
All right, what's the last pack of cards that you opened?
The last pack of cards that I opened was stuff that he gave me when we were trolling around New Orleans, and it was Decision 92 sealed election packs.
Okay, well, there's a add-on question to that. How many Ross Perot cards did you get out of that pack?
I don't think I got any, but I did get a
the rare Perot-less
I
pack.
did get a Jesse Jackson and Willie Nelson card.
That's a pretty good win.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good win. Okay, why do you do this? Why do you do this?
Money. No, I'm just kidding. It's fun. It's fun. I can hang out. I can talk with cool friends. And if I don't sell anything, I still get to play with Toys R Us comics all day. It's just fun. You know, the hobby funds itself, right? That's like,
yeah, that's the answer that I hope to hear every time, but you'd be surprised. Actually, you wouldn't, because I've never done this before. So, okay, what's your favorite Care Bear cousin or chipmunk?
Oh man, I was hoping you would ask me about the t-shirt pals, right?
But, you don't even know what they're called. The shirt tails.
The shirt tails.
You can't even make a
Care
good line
Bear?
there.
Man, isn't there like a Lucky Bear? Right?
Care Bear cousin.
Care Bear cousin.
They're not bears. They're
I don't
other
know what
animals.
That is. I don't know what that is.
Well, that's okay. I left
chipmunk.
you an out. Yeah.
Okay,
what's your favorite chipmunk?
You know, I gotta go with the Donatello of the group, Simon. Right? You know.
Okay. All right. Simon, the tall, skinny, intellectual young man.
Yeah, he's like the double D of the Ed, Ed and Eddie. They're the group, right? You got the
that kind of misses me actually.
Dude, you got the leader, hot-headed leader. You got the intellectual skinny guy, and then you got the green dumb one
that likes to eat.
Yeah.
Okay, good answer. Good. Okay, what's your favorite Ninja Turtle? I feel like we kind of
Donatello, purple.
Maybe I should put the Ninja Turtle before, or maybe those are redundant questions.
Maybe it's a generational thing. Maybe it's like
that's kind of what I was thinking. Is we got a lot of like elderly folks like myself in here, you know, into the older stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you buy anything cool this weekend?
I spent $70 on Mad magazines before the show opened.
Where are these Mad magazines?
They're at home.
All right, this one I know you're gonna have an answer for.
Oh.
What is your favorite pod racer and or Cantina alien?
Okay, favorite pod racer. I like Sebulba.
Okay.
He's the main guy. You know, I know everyone likes Ben Quadranos and
Team Topagalish.
Yeah, all those other guys.
Those are household names that everyone knows.
Sebulba, I mean, he's not Anakin. He's kind of all, you know.
He bullies Jar Jar.
He bullies Jar Jar. You know, he probably him. Favorite Cantina alien, man. I don't know. There's so many good ones. There's the Tonica sisters.
Yeah, great choice.
Everyone loves Hammerhead. Everyone loves the little bat that like is like Trump grabbing the
addicted to the blue milk.
Yeah. The devil guy who's like looking around. The two different Wolfmen.
You're just naming them all. It's the entire population of the Cantina.
So I won't answer a question, but I'll shout out the praying mantis.
Do you know that one's name?
No, I don't.
I do. Okay. All right, so
stay tuned to find out the name of the praying mantis.
What is your favorite? I'll tell. It's Katik Keeb Kak. Okay, everyone knows that.
You heard it here
Everyone
first.
knows that. What's your favorite Lego animal?
Oh, geez. Okay, it's probably one that I sold you years ago. The pterodactyl. It's the tan pterodactyl.
That's a good choice.
Or special shout out to the rats. The rats that came in the
our camera woman,
the Spider-Man 2 set, the rats, where their tail like coils around two studs.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of good Lego rats.
Yeah. Workhorse.
Be careful who you leave in your booth while you have to go, because you never know what they might get up to. Just stealing.
Just recording your stuff.
I'm gonna burst my pocket. I didn't steal anything while you were gone.
Okay.
You might want to frisk him.
Oh, is that an Arnim Zola in your pants? Are you happy to see me?
It's both actually.
Oh, it's Red Skull.
There's a few more things.
Oh, jeez.
There too.
So some of you would be better off just keeping if there's Fortnite figures.
Okay, final question.
Okay.
Final question, very important one. What's your favorite fictional vehicle?
Oh my gosh, it's like asking who's my favorite child that I don't have. I mean,
Bunter.
Yeah. Man, favorite, I mean, gotta love the Mach 5, gotta love like the Flintstones car, the DeLorean, and we can break out of cars.
Wait, the DeLorean
like,
is not fictional though. That's a
no,
real,
but
I mean,
vehicle. Doc Brown's.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah,
Flying
yeah.
DeLorean. Okay.
Man,
right.
if I'm gonna have a vehicle that would, I would have to be able to use it, right? What about a land speeder from Star Wars. Not
Okay.
Luke's, because it's, you know, no one likes that one
It's all
anymore.
busted up, you
busted
know?
and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah. Land speeder, I feel like would be actually practical.
Like Ray's dreamsicle speeder.
I don't know about that. I want to be able to, like, you know, store stuff in the back and you know, have the cargo
She's got
space.
staff storage and not much else.
Yeah, she has like cargo bags, like
That's true.
hanging
She does
from the
have
side.
netting and
So I want to
stuff.
have the flat land speeder.
Maybe the flash speeder from Naboo, or
Yeah, well, yeah, any of those. I
that
feel
one's
like
got a cockpit, so
any
you
of
don't
the-
get the dirt all in
any
your
of the
face.
hovering ones would be good for the potholes in New Orleans. You know.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the land speeder.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for answering these questions. You're the guinea pig.
Yes. Ah.
Let me know what you thought about that interview. That's something I think I might start doing going forward. Trey's a really good friend, and he was willing to be the first one over the coals, so to speak. So here I am walking around the show floor. This was relatively early in the day on Sunday. Crowds were fairly light at this point. But even here, there's a ton of happy people just enjoying the amazing items that the vendors brought. You can see we had items from vintage to modern, tons of comics. You can even see a whole bunch of merch specifically for STCC. They always do brand new prints created by local artists who are incredibly talented. You'll see the costume groups walking around, and here we are walking through the artist section. I didn't end up buying anything this time from any of the artists, but I often do. The crochet crafters are the ones who usually have Noel's number. Here we're about to get to, I guess, what would be the celebrity corner. We have Michael Golden, a very well-known comic artist, as well as Gavin Guidry, a local fella. We have the voice of Sabine Wren from the Rebels cartoon, and a couple of folks from Stranger Things. We also had one of the Toxic Avengers from the second and third movies, and even the Red Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Austin St. John. We have some large SCP groups that are always there in SWAT team gear, and then even a full-size Ecto-1 with a huge painting of Vigo that you could stand in front of and take pictures. Pretty freaking awesome. I wasn't really planning to look too closely at the booths as I was walking around because I didn't want to leave Noelle by herself once the crowds got big, but you'll notice me lured over by piles of toys. I'm just not that strong, you know? One thing I failed to get footage of is the lots of food trucks that they have out on the side of the building, including several that actually have really good food. I didn't actually eat from but one of them this time, but I certainly could have feasted from any of them. We have the all-important bathrooms on our right here, and close to the bathrooms we have one of my favorite vendors, the Evil Dr. Porkchop. He's always got incredible vintage stuff, just like stuff you've never seen before, and stuff that you really wanted to see. So I always find something from this guy. Love the dig bins here. Couldn't resist dipping my paws in, even though I was on a timer. Oh, look at that corner pile of Motu figures. Could not stay away. Some really nice comic slabs there. Don't really know that much about them, but they sure were nice to look at. And speaking of nice to look at, we have the Walking Down Memory Lanes booth. One of the best vintage booths, I think, in the entire building. Just very well curated, very well set up, and super nice folks to boot. They've always got a great selection of not just boys' toys, but what would be called girls' toys. You know, My Little Pony, Care Bears. This is where I got my shirt tails from a little while back. And here's another wonderful booth that I always end up going home with something from, and that's T-Villain. Some great friends. They used to be local, but now they're operating out of Mobile. They always have great t-shirts. You should definitely check out their website. And you might think that we're done, since you see we're back to the Salesaurus booth, but oh no, friend. There is lots more to see. This vendor over here had a boxed, sealed G.I. Joe Tomahawk. Holy cow.
You are out of money. I don't know what to tell you.
This poor person found something they needed and didn't have the funds. Who can't relate to that? I sure can. I didn't get great footage of this booth here, but they had some really, really sweet vintage stuff. Check out those Moon shoes, Technodrome, and a whole bunch of Mighty Max playsets. And here's another great booth full of vintage toys, codename Skillet, some more friends of the channel. They also have a YouTube channel, Bros Before Shows, where they go around and do similar stuff. Definitely check them out. And check out these amazing vintage toys. G.I. Joes, Dungeons & Dragons, Visionaries, Supernaturals, whole.
Certainly, but you can buy all of it. I'll load it up for you.
I'll let you know. Unfortunately, we didn't sell quite enough product to afford to buy out all of their booth, but maybe one of these days that'll happen.
Hey, I just wanted to say, cool Chuckles outfit, man. You were Destro yesterday, huh?
Destro, yeah.
This man spray painted his entire head silver, risking who knows what kind of chemical contamination, all to be Destro and to draw in the buyers. Now that's commitment, friend. Here we're coming up on another booth of a great friend, Scotty's Toy Shop here. Two friends out of Mobile, Scotty and Steph. They always make the trek and they always have amazing stuff that I generally want all of. And that's lucky for me because we were able to work out a pretty sweet trade that I think is going to benefit both of us in the long run. This gentleman typically is with his family selling minerals and things like that, but they were double booked, so he was here just with trading cards. We're making the final pass here, up the last row. But I know I missed some things. There's no way that I could have possibly gotten eyes on everything in this short period that I had to record. So if there was something you saw that you thought was cool and I didn't get a good look at it, let me know what it was, and maybe next time I can show it better. Check out these comics. I love that graded Max there. He had some other really, really high-end stuff, including a coverless Justice League #1. Showcase Comics brought out a couple of fantastic artists, and they were doing CGC submissions right on the spot. You can't beat that service. Hopefully I've given you some idea of what a great show this is and why you should make sure that you get out here if you're anywhere close by. I promise it's worth the trip no matter what you're into. Come see STCC, you're gonna love it. We started with, well, I want to think it's the best booth, but it's probably not. We need to finish off with what a lot of people would say is the best booth, and that's the brick wall. 4 spaces full of the coolest stuff. Check out these wall comics. I guess they're all technically wall comics since they belong to the brick wall, but you know what I mean by that. Also toys from modern to vintage, and some of the most interesting vintage items that I've ever seen. Just wait.
Watch this, guys. Totally not shifting.
Check out these vintage lunch boxes, discontinued Lego sets, Power Rangers Zords. Look at that RoboCop Humvee. I didn't even know that existed. But the coolest thing in the booth, well, it's subjective, but I think it's this Sectar's tricycle Power Wheels situation going on, still in the box. I didn't even know that was a thing until they showed it to me. Love these guys' booth. Where else could you find an empty slime container from a Ninja Turtles toy? If you're here, it's probably because you want to see my haul. Let's take a look at this small selection of items, and then I guess I'll tell you about some of the things that didn't make it here. So the first thing were these tiny little books. My buddies Spencer and Becca from the Retro Recess brought these tiny books, and most of them I didn't recognize. We got like a couple of, here's Game of Thrones, I know that one, and while I don't know this particular Michael Crichton book, I do know that guy. But we got a whole bunch of tiny books for action figures to enjoy, so that's pretty sweet. The next thing I want to show you is some Captain Power action figures. So these two here, this is Major Tank, I believe. I forget his last name, but nice and complete with his weapon and his little business visor, I guess. And then also Blastar the Ground Warrior with his weapon and hose and everything. I got both of these from Scotty at Scotty's Toy Shop. He had actually was holding these for me from before, and then I happened to find even more Captain Power figures. We got a Sauron, the coolest character from Captain Power, maybe from anything ever, with his head, tail, and wings and weapon. I've literally never seen one of these in person with all of this stuff, so to get this in one place made me so happy. And then from the same vendor, I got Lord Dread. I already had a Lord Dread with his cape, but I didn't have his adorable little knife, so now I got a complete Lord Dread, and you know, an extra one that I guess I can either sell or just add to the pile, right? Another thing that I picked up were these amazing incredible Crash Dummies figures. These are a couple from later in the line where they don't actually come apart like the ones that you would normally see. These guys actually, their heads do stuff. So this guy goes like, his head pops up. I think it's supposed to spin around as it goes up, but you know, the action features don't always work as well as they're supposed to on these things. And then this other guy kind of does the opposite of that one. His head drops down, like I guess like the head drop in Turtles. But that was cool. I found those from a booth called Atomic Blondes that had a lot of really cool vintage stuff. The next couple items came from my buddy Steven. He and I are basically always swapping toys back and forth. We had this really interesting, I don't know its origin, but it's like a Kermit figure with a hole in the back. At first I thought it might be like a pencil sharpener, but I don't know. All I know is I love it. We also got this Tales from the Crypt Keeper in a Tux action figure, also from Steven. He kind of wiggles back and forth there. Another one of those action features it's not quite holding up as well as you'd hope, but you really don't expect more, right? And then the final item that I've got to show you from Steven is this crazy dinosaur. I don't even know what it's from, but I know that I love it. Look at, he can kind of go sideways on you there, and you know, he's more posable than these type of things usually are. But man, he knows that I love crazy monsters, and especially Noel loves these things, so he brought this thing to me from another person's booth, and I couldn't be happier about it. Next up, this is a resin printed Godzilla skull from T-Villain, from Roy over at T-Villain. Man, I didn't know that I needed this, but now that I have it, I can't imagine my life without it. Got this premium DNA Oculus Orbis action figure from a customer who they wanted to trade it in for some of the other things that I had, and I could not say no to this thing. I haven't bought any of these myself for no good reason, really. I mean, look at this thing. It's incredible. And when the guy showed it to me, I was just like, yep, all right, I'll take it. Yep. I wasn't after it, but you know how it is. Sometimes something just speaks to you. Another thing that I didn't know that I needed was this Van Helsing sticker collection box. You may have seen, I bought a few of these packs from an art craft studio in that video. If you haven't watched that, what are you doing? And the fella Sean, whose booth it came out of, he said he decided he didn't need them anymore. Nobody was buying them. I was the only one who showed any interest. And so, you know what? I got them all. So, you know, look forward to seeing a whole lot more of these opened on the channel. Thanks for that, Sean. And the last thing that I wanted to show you were these Species comic books that my friend Trey brought to me. We got number 1, number 3, and number 4 of this comic book from Dark Horse. I didn't even know they had comics. I guess it makes sense that they would have comics from Species or Species, depending on whether or not you pronounce things correctly or not. And now I got to get number 2. So I don't know if this is a thank you or a darn you situation, but either way, I'm real happy that I got these in my life now. And so now I want to talk about a few things that I couldn't fit onto the camera here to show you. Picked up a HasLab Dragonfly in trade from Travis from Omega Level Toys. Now that I have that in my home, I don't know if it's ever going to leave, but I'm going to do my best to pass that on to someone else who needs it. Another large thing is the Star Optimus Prime. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep that. I like the large Transformers robots. It's hard for me to resist one, and you know, this one's Optimus Prime, so like, why wouldn't I want it? And then the last huge item I couldn't fit on camera is the Muppets Pigs from Space by Palisades Toys. I'm a huge sucker for Palisades stuff, especially Palisades Muppets. And when I saw that playset with all the amazing consoles and space stuff in there, plus Miss Piggy in space, I had to pick that one up for a super fair deal. And I'm sure there's things that I can't remember that I bought. There's always stuff that you have to have it in the moment, and then as soon as it's in your home, you kind of forget about it. So if there's any of those things that I remember between now and when I upload this video, I'll add them, you know, around the screen here for you to see. So now that I've shown you all the stuff that I brought home, you'll notice maybe I didn't bring home any cards. So it's not a Salesaurus video without a pack opening, right? Why don't we open this pack of 95 Fleer Ultra X-Men? It feels appropriate for a Comic-Con, right? Ooh. Whoa, look at that Juggernaut. He is busted through. These are a little bit stuck together, but if they're anything like the last pack, I think they'll be alright. Alright, we got Professor X. Man, he looks very soulful in that picture, like he's staring into my heart. Oh, we got Domino, those hip cuts. We got Strong Guy. Look at that hair sticking at the top of him. Here's Cable versus Strife. I like how they put Strife on this side, but it says Cable. Who could tell the difference between these guys? These definitely much more stuck together than the last pack of these that I opened. Oh, these two might actually be permanently fused. It's Bishop too. Does that matter? Come on, Bishop, let go. Let go, buddy. Okay, there we go. We got him free. You're gonna be all right, buddy. Look at that hair, man. It goes everywhere. Just like a Dashboard Confessional song. We got Inferno. She needs a sandwich, man. We got Vindicator from Alpha Flight. Skin from Generation X, a very creepy young man. And in our final card, we saw the back of it already. It's Gambit from the X-Men Blue Team. So hopefully you enjoyed hanging out with me at STCC. It's definitely my favorite show to vend for all the reasons that I've already outlined in this particular video and in others in the past. If you're around a local or even, you know, a bit of a drive, it's worth it to come and check it out. The next event is coming up in November. And it's going to be just as great as this one, so I hope to see you there, and thanks for checking out my video. Oh man, I really appreciate it. Let me know what you thought of the show, and let me know, what did I cover poorly, or what could I have shown you better? Did I tease you with something that was just off camera? Let me know what you thought, and until next time, let's all try to be cool, and I'll see you again soon with some more awesome stuff. Bye.